Hello, my name is Stephen James, and today Intense Gaming TV has a review of the new Bad Company 2 DLC, Vietnam. Y'all remember when Bad Company 2 was going to kill Call of Duty? Well, I sure do, and for me, it basically did. I am hoping that this DLC will lengthen the multiplayer gameplay by at least 15 hours. I really like to get about $1 an hour out of my games, but I know that's not realistic. Since this is competitive multiplayer, there isn't a story or guidelines besides beat the other team. This DLC actually does something a tad bit different. Instead of not having any type of real motivation to win, it gives a small story about the setting and what is going on, or why you are defending or attacking the said locations. This to me gives a different spin on the entire aspect, and I feel a little more connected with the maps when I play. Speaking of maps, you get 4 new maps with this DLC that cover Vietnam terrain. They work with all of the game types and look like war-stricken places as well as beautiful jungles, which really makes you feel like you are there. These maps offer plenty of places to hide, but all have serious choke points which, like a lot of the original maps, suck. If you have a good team or squad that is willing to communicate on defense, then you should not have a problem winning. These choke points can't get old fast, as a line of men can just sit there and fire at any moving thing to keep you out. Although the choke points are much larger in Conquest as they should be, they are still plain to see. Along with maps that take place in a different era, you get weapons that were used in the same era. The weapons you get are few, and some include weapons in the main game like the M60 and M1911 pistol. Some sweet additions to the weapons though are the AK-47 and the flamethrower. Both weapons are highly effective at their given task, and the flamethrower can make for some serious laughs. But as far as other weapons and add-ons, you are looking at very few options and combinations. Most of the add-ons, if not all of them, are from the main game as well. You do not need to unlock any of these weapons as they come unlocked already. The biggest issue I have with this DLC is the small weapon selection. The fact that there is no level upgrade or unlocks. You do not have to work for a single weapon or a single anything in this game. There's absolutely nothing in the DLC that you have to work for. They should have some specific DLC unlocked, because to me that is what is fun about a game. Working to get these unlocks, because games get boring once everything is unlocked. They really one-upped the graphics for this DLC. The DLC looked a ton better than the main game, which is not heard of. If you had trouble running the original game on your PC, then you will have more trouble running this DLC. Comparing the frame rates, I noticed they were significantly lower in the DLC than the main game. Just by a quick glance, everything looks better. The colors are more vibrant, and you can catch a sheen on wet plants or the ground. The structures and landscape is way more detailed than before as well. This makes for a much more beautiful environment, and I certainly love playing in this beautiful environment. So, in the end, this DLC was almost done right. For $15 though, there are some irritating things about it. The graphics were good and they introduced a couple fun new weapons. The maps were decent enough, and the story behind each map was a really cool idea, as well as the music on the main menu screens that was probably played during the actual war. But the downsides to me are huge. There isn't enough new weapons or even enough weapons to choose from, and the map choke points could be unpenetrable if your team was smart. This is an issue that has been carried over from the main game. The lack of level upgrades or unlockable items was the biggest downfall, I must say. So, with that being said, I give this DLC an 8 out of 10. It is lacking some key areas, but Bad Company 2 fans will nonetheless enjoy it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, as it helps us get more reviews out faster. And don't forget to register on IntenseGamingTV.com. Once we get 250 subscribers, we will be doing some contests and giveaways, so please don't be shy. Tell your friends.